welcome to the Plainfield ZBA. Members of our board, excuse me, Catherine Howard, regular member, Madeline Garner, alternate, our secretary. We got Wes Hopkins, regular member. We got Steve Walsh, regular member. We got Ian Reiser, he's an alternate member. Secretary, Mary's our secretary, recording secretary. Myself is Frank Zach. Alternates, we have Mike Morissette, who is absent, so Dan Reiser will vote in Mike Morissette's place tonight. We're going to leave the act on the minutes till after the meeting so that these people can move along with their lives. Correspondence, all I had was this, so there's none at this point in time. We'll move on to unfinished business, which would be the public hearing, which will open, and that is Jason and Brenda Slosek, or Slosek, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, seeking an appeal of the zoning enforcement officer's cease and desist order to remove goats in a pig located at 5 Laurel Street, assessors map 3B, lot 48, lot 31, RA 19 zoning district, pertaining to section 7.24 uses in RA 19 district. I will read the appeal. Excuse me. And it's dated 6/2/22. Name of applicant, Jason and Brenda Slosek, 860-710-0733. Address, 5 Laurel Street, Plainfield, Connecticut, 06374. Name of property owner, Jason Slosek. Address is the same as above. Assessors information, map 3B, lot 48, lot 31. Street address of the property, if I read it more times, I'd wear it out. 5 Laurel Street, Plainfield. This is a statement by the appellant. Our property does not allow agricultural animals. Our animals, 2 goats and 1 pig, are not farm animals. They are domesticated. They come in our house, wear diapers, and sleep in our basement. My pig uses a litter box. My children walk the goats like dogs. They are family pets, not for farming or farming. All my neighbors love my animals and will come visit them often. We have one neighbor who has a vendetta against us. They are only renting, and we have a restraining order on one of them who is the one complaining, which personally I feel that shouldn't be in there, but they wrote it and I read it. Okay, we get the complaint. I guess the people who are appealing, the zoning enforcement officer issued a cease and desist order, which means to remove the pig and the 2 goats. These people, Jason and Brenda Slosek, are appealing this cease and desist order. So, more or less like the variance, the person wanting the appeal granted will be speaking first. You say your name, and obviously you're in favor of granting the appeal. And then the people against it, I don't know what side anybody's on here, people against it get to speak. And lastly, the people excuse me, requesting the appeal will have the any rebuttal to any complaints or anything. So at this point in time, who's in favor of this? Anybody want to talk in favor, or just, I mean, come right up and speak?
So, may I vote real quick? I have some pictures. These are some pictures. The goats, what my children do, not do that. Maybe I want to look into them.
I'm the least important guy here,
Okay.
so you just send them down here. And we'll...
I understand the district, and I understand the R60, the R19.
Yep.
Directly behind my property is R60, which is nothing but condos or apartment buildings right there. So technically, you could put a cow there and have not a problem. Right on the other fence, one side is woods, the apartments, and then obviously my other neighbors down there. It's the largest lot on the end of the street. There's 2 goats, 1 pig. We don't do anything as far as meat, selling, any milk, cheese, any of that has to do with anything. So, I mean, as far as agricultural, you know, it's growing crops and retaining the animals to provide food, wool, or other products. We don't do that. They're strictly pets. Livestock, then are raised to produce labor or produce commodities. We don't do any of that. Farming, we don't use it for a business. We, you know, obviously everybody has a garden, but as far as raising livestock to sell it off or whatnot, I don't do shows with them. They're strictly their pets. So as far as for us, animals is companionship. You know, they come in the house, they do wear diapers, you'll see in the pictures. They sit on the couch, they watch TV with the kids. You know, the pig's got a bed, he'll sit on command, he answers to his name. And again, it's only so far, there's one person that I know of that definitely has a problem with it. And that's why I'm here petitioning the parents of the cease and desist.
How long have you lived at your property?
Almost 18 years.
18 years.
No complaints up until now?
No.
And I've had them at least 4 years at this point.
Oh, that would be my next question. You've had them 4 years?
Yeah.
It's been almost 5.
Yeah.
I know planning and zoning has been at the property before to inspect. He's told me that he's listened to noise, and he hasn't heard anything that's...
You know roosters or anything making noise or anything?
Do not have listened.
Yeah, they didn't, yeah, okay.
Never had one. Never.
Yeah. The rest of the group, I just had those questions. We have a staff report here.
I've got the whole planning and zoning
Just
board.
on the basement. I didn't burn one.
And usually that's only in the winter time when it's really cold. They do have a barn outside. Obviously, when you're not home or whatnot, you have to put them outside. But I've spoken to people in the condos behind us, and they're a lot, just about the same distance from me, and they're said they love it. It's so nice to be out here, not being sick and hearing all the cars and animals.
We do have neighbors here with us. In favor of keeping them?
I saw them raising their hand. I don't think we need a, excuse me, dog and pony show, not to be funny. But if they all want to come up and give their names, that's fine. You can do that too.
These are all neighbors that are surrounding our house that are in favor for us.
And of these neighbors, how many received the notice from the town that this was going on? They were notices sent out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because I saw somewhere the property owners were noticed. Okay. And you're in favor, not opposition. Okay.
How many houses on that street?
6.
Okay, why don't you relax for a second, and we'll have anyone to speak in opposition to this.
John Peterson, I got a question. I'm not for or against. My question is, what's the manure management system? How are we handling waste?
I didn't hear you.
How are they handling the waste? Manure?
Oh, the waste,
It goes in
manure.
our garden.
Because the goats are a lot of grass and the hay, and it's only goat pellets, we buy it and then we mix it in every year with the garden.
It goes right into my garden, and it's not like chicken where it has to set and, you know, wait over time. It can go directly into the ground, into the garden. Same thing with the pig, it can go directly to the ground. There's no time where it has to, you know, set and wait.
I'd like to make a comment to his question.
Sure.
I live right next door at 3 Laurel
If
Street.
you're going to make a comment, though, we'd like your name, please.
Beth Pitkin,
Pitkin.
3 Laurel Street, right next door.
Okay.
We share a fence. I don't smell pigs, goats, anything. So whatever they do with it,
Yeah.
they don't leave it around for it to smell or anything.
Good evening, Kevin Cunningham, 405 Moose Pond Road. I'm coming here in capacity of the first selectman. So my concern is this is definitely not allowed in an RA 19 district as listed in the section 7.24. My concern is very simple. If this board allows this appeal to occur, what do we do in the future when other people do the same request? That's the problem I'm going to have because I'm going to be the one taking the phone calls. So I would ask that you consider that when you make your decision. Okay.
Thank you. I have a question of the CEO. I was reading through the staff report. Everybody else has read the staff report? I was reading through. You've been by this place?
Yes, on a number of occasions.
And no odor situation?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Anything further? Maybe a comment? Anybody care to make a motion? Whether to grant the appeal or to deny it? Oh, I'll close the public hearing, yes. And now, any kind of motions that anybody would like to make?
I'll make a motion to grant their appeal.
Unlike variances, this isn't, there is no 15 days to start construction or anything. Out of respect to the gentleman, Mr. Cunningham, who is the first selectman, when he just stated, you can rest assured that this board will weigh every new application the way it is. I mean, we have Brian running around and checking these things out just to make sure that we don't wind up with an avalanche of requests. So, I mean, that's any, you're definitely doing your job. You're here tonight. I mean, everybody's got pets, everybody's got kids. Oh, yeah, you got children, we've already done it.
We have 6 children.
And they must like the pets.
They all,
Why are they?
they're their pets.
Mr. Chairman, public hearing is closed. It really shouldn't be taking anything from the audience.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm the rule breaker, and Frank Zach is wrong. I'm sorry, I don't like that.
One thing I should mention is that you should state on the record the reason for the decision.
The reason for the decision that I see, and well, you made the motion, but if I could guide you, I guess we really determined that these are not agricultural animals, these are pets.
Yeah, they're pets.
Is that the closest to what you would?
Agricultural, yep, that's exactly what made me decide that.
All right, so that would be the reason for going against you, Ryan. Well, how are we doing now? Minutes? Was that kind of minutes? Everybody read their copy of the minutes from last?
Yeah.
Overall.
Meeting? How did we like that?
Fine. Make a motion to accept the minutes of the last meeting.
Motion to accept the minutes?
So
We
we just
granted-
need
we
to get
granted-
people? I'm sorry.
Your appeal has been granted.
Thank you.
Your appeal has been granted, yes. Anyway, the motion to accept the minutes by Wes and seconded by
Yes.
Catherine Howell. And what's going on now? There was a correspondence. What do we got going to adjourn? At the top of the agenda? Other. And a motion to adjourn by someone.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Wes Hopkins made the motion.
I'll second.
Second by Catherine Howard.
Aye.
Oh, yes, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? And I'll backtrack that. I didn't see anybody banging their fist on the opposition to our vote, yes. And the granting of the appeal, so that'll be that. And thank you all for coming.